the heart of the Milky Way galaxy, also known as the galactic center, is emitting some unusual radio waves, extraordinary signals that are unlike anything known to mankind.
NASA has discovered an unnerving radio signal coming from space, and this changes everything. Clusters of galaxies are the largest gravitationally bound objects known, and they may be located at the cosmic web's overarching structures intersections. Scientists have just discovered interesting radio structures at a distance of 800 million light-years at the center of a huge cluster of galaxies. How did researchers discover these perplexing structural markers, and what do they mean? Come along as we try to figure out where these strange space signals are coming from. Over the course of several decades, researchers have combed the cosmos in search of clues that advanced civilizations exist beyond our solar system. Unfortunately, they haven't had much success up to this point in their efforts. Recently, NASA issued a statement regarding a mysterious signal originating from deep space that researchers have been unable to explain up until this point. Voyager 1, the first artificial object to enter interstellar space, has transmitted some information that is relevant to the mission. Experts have welcomed the discovery of these communications as a tremendous triumph for humanity, even if it has not yet been determined what the messages actually mean in their whole. Since the 1970s, a significant number of scientists and academics have been looking into the possibility of life existing on other planets. In the last decade, Buzz Aldrin and others like him have been instrumental in elevating this problem to the forefront of the public consciousness. The first two humans to set foot on the moon were astronauts on the Apollo 11 mission, Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins. Since that time, he has actively participated in the hunt for life in alien environments. In a recent interview, he stated that extraterrestrials are communicating with our planet. This is an intriguing theory, but unfortunately there's no evidence to back it up. If extraterrestrial beings are interested in having conversations with humanity, this would surely provide answers to a huge number of mysteries. Regardless of whether or not you believe in the presence of intelligent life beyond Earth, there are still a lot of mysteries in the universe that have not been solved to the best of our current abilities. It's possible that there are intelligent life forms out there somewhere in the universe, and that they're attempting to communicate with us. Whether or not Aldrin's claim is accurate, it is fascinating anyway. The assertions made by Buzz Aldrin that extraterrestrial beings are attempting to make contact with humans have garnered a lot of attention. Aldrin has stated in an interview with the Huffington Post that he believes extraterrestrial beings could visit Earth, and that they may be sending us signals that we simply are unable to interpret at this time. Not just Aldrin, but a large number of others believe that this could very well be the case. Strange signals were detected coming from a star that was 94 light-years away from Earth in the year 2015. These signals have been given the name rapid radio bursts, but the nature of where they came from is still a mystery. Some scientists believe that they're connected to extraterrestrials. Whether or not you believe in the presence of extraterrestrial life, the possibility that there may be other intelligent life forms elsewhere in the universe is an intriguing one. In point of fact, nobody can say for certain. We have no choice except to hold out faith that Buzz Aldrin will be vindicated one day. This last year on Earth, we've witnessed a few peculiar occurrences. During the month of January, residents of Hawaii reported seeing a peculiar UFO in the sky. According to the data, the object in question was most likely a rocket case of Russian origin. In the month of February, residents of Los Angeles reported seeing a peculiar light hovering above the city. After the first puzzle was answered, it was determined that meteorites were to blame for the problem. And in the month of February of this year, strange noises were detected emanating from the ocean by Australian ears. It is not possible to ascertain where the noise is coming from. This year, there have been a few occurrences on Earth that could perhaps be linked to the mysterious signals coming from beyond our solar system. The collision of our planet with a comet or an asteroid is the primary possible threat. The second possibility is that we might be able to witness a supernova right here on Earth. Now, more than ever before, there's a better possibility than ever for scientists to discover proof of extraterrestrial civilizations. NASA has picked up on an odd signal coming from space, and as a result, they are highly concerned. This signal was identified for the first time in 1977 by the Big Ear Radio Telescope. Nevertheless, it is now more well known as the WOW signal. Initial speculation pointed to an extraterrestrial beginning, but additional investigation has not produced any evidence to support this hypothesis. However, NASA has pondered whether or not it is worthwhile to investigate, because the signal has been intermittently detected over the course of several years. NASA has published a statement in which they claim to be looking into it and that the signal merits additional scrutiny. A large number of peculiar signals, including the WOW signal, have been received from outer space. Another class of astronomical events is referred to as fast radio bursts, or FRBs, and they are brief explosions of radio waves that originate from very distant sources, up to billions of light years away. There has been a great deal of conjecture among astronomers on the nature of these signals' points of origin, with proposed explanations ranging from star explosions to highly developed extraterrestrial technology. A disturbing signal was picked up by a satellite on August 15th, and it's put NASA on edge ever since. The signal was completely one of a kind, and it originated from some remote celestial body. An overwhelming number of hypotheses have been put forward in an effort to explain the signal. Others have maintained that this is nothing more than a natural occurrence, despite the fact that some people have interpreted this as evidence of intelligent life. The space agency NASA is now investigating the origin of the signal and is open to any and all theories on its origin. Strange broadcasts from across the galaxy have been picked up on more than one occasion. In the year 1977, a powerful radio signal was detected that was coming from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius. Although it was subsequently determined that the signal originated from a pulsar, at the time, there was widespread speculation that it originated from extraterrestrial life. Following the discovery of the strange signal, NASA has reopened its investigation into the prospect of intelligent life existing in the universe beyond Earth. In an effort to find a solution to this fundamental problem, the scientific community is currently investigating and developing improved methods of signal identification and processing. Strange broadcasts from outer space could have been caused by a number of different things. Perhaps they're reaching out to us from a culture that is significantly more sophisticated than ours. On the other hand, they can be the result of inexplicable natural occurrences. There's also the possibility that the signals did not come from outer space at all, but rather from a source that is significantly closer to Earth. It is possible that an intelligent society residing on one of the planets in our solar system is also able to generate such signals, just like we are. It has not been possible for anyone to pinpoint the origin of the weird signals as of yet, and additional investigation is required. Messages from space that cannot be deciphered have been received, and there are a variety of theories that could account for their origin. Both the presence of pulsars and other natural phenomena have the potential to be explained. There's a possibility that they are the result of human activity, such as satellite transmissions. The theory that they came from another planet is the one that makes the most sense in terms of where they came from. It would appear like the signals are emanating from a particular position in space, which provides support for the hypothesis that they're being purposefully transmitted to the locations to which they are destined. The unusual messages that have been received from space can have more than one explanation. There's a chance that these communications are being transmitted in their original form by astronomical objects such as stars and other celestial bodies. There's also the possibility that these are manufactured signals being delivered by extraterrestrial civilizations. It is also possible that the signals originated from a location that is much closer to Earth. There is a possibility that the source of these signals was terrestrial radio telescopes or satellites. There's also the chance that they are the result of man-made sources in the vicinity, such as a nearby cell tower or a power line. If this is the case, there are two possible explanations for their occurrence. Even while there is no way to identify the source of the unusual signals with complete certainty, it is nevertheless possible to evaluate a number of different ideas as potential explanations. It does not make a difference where the exciting news is coming from, because there is undeniably a lot of amazing stuff taking place out there. The news might come from anywhere. Despite the fact that researchers have proposed a number of different plausible astrophysical explanations for these radio bursts, the vast majority of the evidence points to radio pulsars or magnetars as being the source of these radio bursts. This is the case despite the fact that the overwhelming majority of evidence points in this direction. Both of these things are instances of neutron stars, which are masses that have been defined as being very dense and swiftly spinning. Neutron stars are formed when massive stars burst and their cores collapse, releasing neutrons in the process. According to McKeely, there are not many animals in the universe that emit strictly periodic signals, and the researchers believe that the newly discovered signal could be an amplified version of a magnetar or pulsar. As more research is conducted and more powerful telescopes are developed, this fascinating discovery may lead to new and more in-depth understandings of the history and expansion of the universe. In addition to further knowledge about FRBs, and neutron stars themselves. This may occur as more research is published and as more powerful telescopes are created. FRBs are not at all rare occurrences anywhere in the universe, despite the fact that their discovery was only relatively recent. Because the majority of telescopes can only observe a small portion of the sky, these occurrences are only discovered by chance using those instruments. On the other hand, Victoria Caspi, who is both the director of the McGill Space Institute and a professor of physics at McGill University, hypothesizes that there are around 1,000 bursts that take place every single day. In 2007, Duncan Lorimer and David Narkovic made the first finding of an FRB. Since then, throughout the course of the succeeding 15 years, hundreds more similar items have been found. The vast majority come from faraway galaxies. However, in the year 2020, a signal was picked up by the CHIME radio telescope coming from within our very own galaxy, the Milky Way. This new mysterious signal, like the one that came before it, was also generated by the same telescope, a telescope known as CHIME, which stands for the Canadian Hydrogen Intensity Mapping Experiment, can be found in the Canadian province of British Columbia. Its principal objective was to create a map of the distribution of hydrogen atoms around the universe in order to improve our comprehension of the progression of the expansion of the universe over time. Because of this technology, it's also very good at detecting radio waves coming from a region of the universe that is quite far. It has the sensitivity to follow virtually all of the pulsars that are known to exist in the hemisphere of the celestial sphere that is located to the north. That pretty much wraps this video up, guys. Thanks for watching. So, what do you think about these weird radio signals coming from outer space? Share with us in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel with a bell notification if you enjoy watching our content. We upload some awesome stuff here, which you will most certainly enjoy. Hit a like on this video, leave a comment below. See you guys in the next one.